There's 8 primary reasons why animals attack people. There's what we call the 4 F's, and there's 4 other reasons that start with different letters. But the 4 F's, the first of the 4 F's is fear. And most animals will attack if they feel like they're threatened, if they're cornered, if they can't get away. That's a primary reason why they attack people. And you can avoid that by simply not confronting an animal. But we have a number of things here that, for example, will attack based on fear. Here's a scorpion here. This fellow, he's pretty mellow when left on his own. But if you get a little too close or you aggress him in a certain way, you get right up in his face and whack, he'll get you. So these animals can be dangerous. Any animal will attack you if it feels threatened. For example, snakes. Snakes are big ones for attack. They don't hunt people. Here's a nice one here. And you can see his mouth, he's ready to get me. Snakes, they will usually only attack, sorry about that, they'll only attack if they feel like they're cornered, if they feel like you're aggressing them, then they'll come in and they'll zap you. But for the most part, a snake really just wants to be left alone. There's also what we call feeding-based attacks. And feeding-based attacks are based on an animal actively hunting a human being, stalking it, and attacking it as a prey item. Now that's pretty rare. It happens usually only in the large-bodied animals like crocodiles, sharks, lions, tigers. They've all been known to actually stalk and attack humans as a feeding-based mechanism. Now, this right here is, whoops. This is the skull of an alligator. This is an American alligator. As you can see, it's got some pretty good teeth on it. These animals are not known to really go after humans as prey items all that often, but once in a while they will. Just recently in Florida, we had a jogger who happened to be jogging along a canal, and alligator came up and got her and brought her into the water. Alligators are really interesting. They usually don't just consume their meal once they catch it. They'll grab it and they'll pull it down into the water, and then they drown it. And then they stuff it under a log till it softens up, and then they'll tear off pieces of it to eat. If you happen to be its meal, that's pretty much what's going to be your fate. You'll be pulled in the water, stuck under a log, or stuck in the mud, and then they'll come back and eat you later. There are lots of animals that can kill you, but won't attack you just based on feeding. Again, I told you fear is a real motivator for animals. This right here is the skull of a gaboon viper. This is a venomous snake with the largest fangs in all of the snake family. So this is an amazing creature here. It's been implied in many, many deaths in Africa. As you can see, it's got a big gape, it's got these giant fangs, and these things work like hypodermic needles. If you look at the fangs of these snakes, they've got a little hole in the tip, and it injects venom at the top from a little gland, and that venom comes right out the tip. So what happens is it punctures your skin with these great 4 fangs, and once those fangs are in your skin, it pumps in the venom from these venom glands up in the top. So it's really just like a hypodermic needle. It comes right down, whack, sticks those fangs right into your skin. You can see, even if I just put a little bit of pressure on there, it'll start to go right into my skin. So that's how it gets you. Venomous snakes are very dangerous because they will grab you and hang on, but they'll also be able to strike even if they're dead. It's a reflexive motion. They can clamp on even when a snake is dead. So that's an animal that you want to avoid if you can. So as I mentioned, there's 8 primary reasons why animals attack. If we do a series on this, I'll give you what all the 8 are, but for now, you know 2 of them. The one thing that I do want you to remember is that all animals are potentially dangerous. So please give them the respect they deserve, stay out of their face, and they'll treat you right. Till next time, see you later.